My name's John Foster Pedley. I've got 3 minutes and 55 seconds to try and persuade you that we need activism. We need assertiveness and leadership. Where's my clicker? Okay, here we go. That helps. Captains of industry are crashing their businesses as captains of aircraft are too. What you see here is Captain Key, June the 3rd, 1966, in a furious argument with a senior first officer, because that day they're all going to go on strike because of all the hijacks. Keyes is mad and crazy. He's got 2 young co-pilots, Keithley and Ticehurst. Keithley is 22 years old, 1 month online, 17 hours on type, going to sit in the right-hand seat of an aeroplane that is very dangerous to fly if you get it wrong, which is called a Trident. They take off. Into the flight, what happens? There's one lever you don't touch until you get to 263 knots. Keyes says, raise the lever. Nobody challenges him. He's flying oddly. He raises the lever. This airplane goes into a deep stall. It's irrecoverable. 26 seconds later, that airplane crashes next to the M1 in London. 118 people killed. Why? Why didn't anyone stop him? 51 years later, we're seeing in state capture in South Africa, all these companies you see on the right, massive damage, massive. 1.5 trillion rand taken from the South African economy. That's 20% of our GDP. Why? Let's look at KPMG, which was almost destroyed by this. You see the chairman, CEO, 5 partners resigned. A 1.2 billion lawsuit in the UK. They lose 1 billion revenue. And on the left, you see a young accountant saying, don't sign this audit. It's going to kill the company. But what was really happening on that flight? KPMG nearly destroyed itself. Captain Keyes was having a heart attack, and nobody stopped him. Pulled the wrong lever. How did that happen? What we need in corporate life is a massive challenge against conformance, against just doing what the managers are saying. What happened in airlines was they changed the whole industry. They got crew resource management. And so what you do now is you have a whole set of methodologies. And here's one that you can use called PACE. Probe, alert, challenge, emergency. What they should have done on that flight is this. When Captain Keyes says, raise those slats, the first officer should have said, are you retracting slats? To which the answer should have been, no, 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 that's wrong. If there's no answer, goes to alert. 162 knots is 63 knots below our death speed. No answer. Assert, challenge, do not raise those flaps. And if that doesn't work, the first officers are now empowered to take control of the airplane and fly it, declare an emergency. I have control. What would have happened if those auditors in all our boardrooms didn't allow the captains of industry to crash our airplanes? Are you signing the audit? If we sign this audit, we're going to kill the company. We must not sign off this audit. I refuse to do this, I'm blowing the whistle. Impossible to do, we might say. But we can change the rules of governance. We can change the rules of behavior in organizations. We can stop people destroying their companies. We can create companies that have such amazing governance that young people are empowered, our voices are heard, and you're going to get companies where it's fantastic to work, where we find that we have synchronization in the C-suite. We have innovation and visionary leadership because we have transparency and we have voices being heard. We have control and management. And that's my time. Thank you very much indeed for listening.